Okay, Monisha will start now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar, InSight. So I am Surbhi Gupta, fourth year student from Ramaya Medical College. I will be moderating the session today along with my very good friend Monisha.
Hi guys, I'm Monisha and I'm from KIMS Bangalore and I'm also a fourth year medical student.
Okay, so I think, before starting, after I introduce ma'am, you can put down your questions for ma'am in the chat box. Ma'am will be answering them after her talk. Okay, so now let's start. So let's start with the burning question. Why do we need to talk about Braille? Why do we need to know about Braille? We have all come across the word Braille at some point in education, but do we know its application in the world of audiobooks and towering technology? Do we know how it supplements education and uplifts the life of those in its need? Let's put our curiosity to an end and take this opportunity to learn it from the expert. I take great privilege in introducing Ms. Madhu Singhal, the founder of Mitra Jyoti. She has supervised numerous councils and held various positions for the empowerment of the blind, including the National Federation of Blind, Women's Committee of Asian Blind Union, and the World Blind Union. She has represented the visually challenged all across the globe. To name a few, the Fifth General Assembly at Melbourne, Employment Seminar for the Blind at Jerusalem, Asian Blind Union at Bangkok, and leadership program, adult leadership program at Oregon in the US. Her literary work includes Badlav, a compilation of articles and stories to inspire change in the disabled. She is also amongst the first to form a visually impaired persons directory to bring them under a common forum. Her research includes a study on domestic violence and emotional abuse of blind women. She has done training in trekking for the visually impaired from the Himalayan Mountaineering Institute in Darjeeling. Words are not enough to describe the impact she has had through her accomplishments. I would also like to welcome Ms. Satya, the Executive Director of Mitra Jyoti. After more than 16 years of working in the technology industry in various capacities, from software development, project management, and delivery management in both product and services sector, Ms. Satya decided to take a career shift in 2017 and work with Mitra Jyoti. Her passion to do her bit towards the enablement of people in need led her to Mitra Jyoti. It's an honor to have you both with us, ma'am. Madhu ma'am, I think we are ready to listen to your journey now. I think all of us are very eager.
Okay. So shall I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Madhuji. Okay. Good afternoon, one and all. It was my pleasure, and first of all, I would like to thanks to the group, this medical association, all the students, that they gave me this chance to come before you and present about my story and about the Braille and different things which people will never think about it. I am very thankful to Surbhi was conducting this session, Surbhi and Manisha, and they were day and night busy preparing this session. So thank you so much. First of all, I would like to say that greet all the upcoming doctors, because doctors are the warriors. I can say that. And from my childhood, when I am blind since birth, and after that, my parents took me to different places, to different doctors, and it was a journey for me to going day and night to different hospitals and meeting different doctors. But that time, I'm telling you, I was very scared with the doctors. I didn't know that how to tell you, and I was never ready to go to the hospital when they will tell me, and they were taking me to tell me the lies ki, okay, we are taking you to give you the ice cream or something like that. They were taking me, not like that the doctor were doing anything, But the way they were talking, 40, 50 years back, they were, the behavior was bit, as the doctors, they were thinking they were correct and kind of things. So their behavior was bit rude and very loudly they were talking to us. So that was, disturbing me. And I was thinking, yeah, I will never go to any hospitals. Care, that is the different things. But today we have gathered here to celebrate Helen Keller birthday. The lady has given inspiration to all of us in different times, different way. I am also one of the admirer of her. And when I was studying in my college, I read a book of her autobiography in Braille. And that time I thought, if Helen Keller be able to do, then why not I? I can also do so many things. When I read about her, that she has visited so many countries, she has written so many books, she has admired so many people, will be inspiration to so many. To read all these things, I felt I will also try, I will also do something. So that was my, she was my inspiration. Whatever I have done till now, definitely she was my inspiration. Everybody knows about her life story and we can read, so I will not go more about it. Little bit, I will go to the back. We have started this organization Mitra Jyoti 31 year back, when I came to Bangalore and I felt a need that there is so much to do for the persons with disabilities in general and visually impaired in particular. So we thought to start this trust named Mitra Jyoti. We have given the name Mitra Jyoti, means light of friendship. Whoever will enter in this organization can become our friend, and we will try to see that how we could be able to support them. The main aims and objective of this organization to see that each individual has a potential and how we will bring their potential into limelight. That was our main objective, to bring this organization. Past 30 years, we are trying our level best to do this cause, working for this cause, and for their education, training, and employment opportunities. Different programs we have started, different trainings we have done. That I think so, all the things you could be able to read in our brochure, and all these things are there in the book also. So now almost 31 year over, and I personally feel very happy and see to it the development of the persons with disabilities in general and visually impaired in particular. Quite a lot of things we have done ourselves and with others. We have also done different type of things and developed this organization and got an importance not only in our country but out of the country also. I am happy to say that some students will join us from other, different countries also, to learn our computer programs, or for some other trainings also they will join Mitra Jyoti. So that we have got it. We have got several recognition also to this organization, different awards and different recognition by different people. I'm really proud about it. Here, when we are talking about Braille, because Braille is very important in the life of any visually impaired person. When again, I will go back 50, 60 years back. When I was born, my parents never knew that is there any script like this which my daughter can be able to study. But from my childhood, when I was just 3, 4 year old, I was very much interested for the studies. When I was seeing my brother and sister going to the school with the pack of books and notebooks and different things in a bag and going to the school. I also always telling them ki I also want to do the same, but they didn't know that what to answer. But my mother was always, getting me one bag and one notebook and some books. Okay, you can also keep it in the bag, and we will try to, put you in some school kind of things. She was always pestering me like this. And I will say, after seeing others, I will say, I also want to write. So she will give me one pencil and paper, a notebook. Okay, whatever you want, you can write on that. You can make, some picture or whatever you want to do, you do it. And I was keep on taking a pencil and putting on the paper. I didn't know that what I was doing, but I was doing it to see others when they were reading books. So I was keep on hearing, and I was remembering all these things, whatever their lessons for the geography, history, whatever they were reading. I was just remembering and just, you know, uh, telling them again. So they were also quite surprised. She will remember very soon all the things. So, but later my mother tried to find out how she can be able to study. She found out from different people that there is some way where visually impaired person can be able to study. She visited some schools for the visually impaired, but she couldn't able to leave me there with all the her love and affection. She said, how can I leave my daughter out? But at home, she found a teacher, blind teacher, and he taught me Braille. I was very thrilled when I started writing ABCD, or when I was writing 1, 2, 3, 4, doing maths, because without knowing the Braille also, I was keep on solving some puzzles in the arithmetic puzzles that with my other cousins and all. So I was very much interested to do the sums and all kind of things. But Braille, when I learned Braille, it was a big boost for me, and I said myself, okay, I now I can study. I couldn't able to go to the school in my childhood, but at home, with that help of that teacher, I was buying books in Braille every year, and he was, making me to study each and every subject, and I was reading, not giving any examination. But when I was 13, 14-year old, that time everybody felt that you should go to the school and proper examination you should give. Then my mother went to the school where my sister was studying. She said, ki, please allow her to sit in the class. The rest of the things we will do. We know that she can study. Please allow her. Somehow they couldn't able to say no. They made me to sit in the class, but they themselves were thinking what this girl will be able to do. She cannot be able to study. But very soon their thing has changed, and they have accepted me in the class, and I started studying with them, and they were amazing to see me, solving all the sums. When that time I was in the 8th standard, solving all the sums. I was writing whatever on the, they were writing on the blackboard. I was always telling my next person, please, you just read it for me, I will write it in the Braille. So I was keep on writing all these things. Like this, I completed my matriculation, graduation, post graduation, like this, with some trouble. Definitely some troubles were there, because that time we couldn't able to write our own examination. Some writer will be there who will be writing for us. I will be dictating to the person. But everything I have done by Braille. When I was studying in my college, I was coming home, and with the help of someone will be dictating me, and 40, 50 pages I was keep writing in Braille. That time I didn't have any Braille typewriter or anything. With the slate and the stylus, I was just poking and poking and writing. But it was a very big boost for me. I could be able to write 50 pages in a day, kind of things. Like this, I completed my post graduation. And after that, uh, the history that we have started, Mitra Jyoti. On this time, I just talked to you about Braille, how the Braille has come in, in this universe. When we go back 19th century, some army language was there. They were using 12 dots to send some messages in the dark to each other. So that time somebody must have thought, ki, okay, this 12 dots can be useful for the blind. They can touch and read. But 12 dots to touch with the finger, it was difficult. So that time, sorry, that time, Louis Braille, everybody must be knowing about Louis Braille, the person who has invented Braille 1829, 1830. He has tried and he put all the script in 6 dots that we are using till now. So that time the Braille has come in 6 dots, and he started presenting it to different places that this is the Braille and visually impaired person can study like this, because he himself was a blind person. But somehow in his lifetime, people didn't accept that script. After his death in 1852, after 2 years later, Braille was recognized. People have accepted Braille as a script. He was a Frenchman, so Braille, he has invented in Braille, but later on in other countries, they have seen that, and in different languages, then they have accepted this Braille script in a different ways. I just remember there was not much literature available. In 1887, first school for the blind has come in India in Amritsar. Now that school has shifted to Dehradun uh, as a name of Sharp Memorial for the Blind, something like that. That school is there. So that was the first school. And visually impaired started studying Braille. I just want to tell you, if you will go in North, they will compare visually impaired person as a Surdas. There was a poet, you must be knowing, in the 14th century or 15th century, and he was a blind person and writing poem about Krishna. So much of literature he has written. So if I will go in North, everybody will say, ek Surdas aa gaya. If they will see a blind person, they will say, Surdas aa gaya. So like this, the image was like this. The blind people will be, sitting in front of the temple, begging or singing, kind of things. More than that, they were not accepted. But when the school has come, they started studying, and they said, Ki, we have to create our recognition. People should know us as a educated person. So slowly, this importance of the visually impaired person has come, and slowly we started gaining that they have become educated, and they have come to the life in so many ways. Now, after this independence, they have converted Braille into Bharatiya Braille, and they have converted in different regional languages also. But still, that development is still going on. As the things grow, things will change. Now this, all the digital things have come. So Braille has come in the digital way, and so many other things have come. Meanwhile, to develop the Braille, this Braille Council of India has started in 2000, when this computer has come, screen reading software. That time we found Braille has a lot of problems to use it. All the different signs and symbols and maths and all. 1 minute. So that time they have started Braille Council of India, and I am fortunate enough to have one member of this Braille Council, and they have developed again, whatever some problems were there, they have developed different, the same thing, some more codes they have added in that in different languages. That is still going on, because as the things will grow, some changes are definitely required for this. So this is the story of Braille with this is the story of Braille, I can say that. So if somebody is interested, they can have different matters in the YouTube and all, you could be able to study about it. On this time, I can just say that all of you will be coming as a doctor. And as a doctor, as I mentioned earlier, doctor was a phobia for me. I was always thinking, how can I, go in front of a doctor? But it should not be there. Doctor should be a polite person. And when you are when you are dealing with persons with disability, you should be a bit humble. You should be able to have little patience to explain them different things. So that is what I request all of you. Please come up, and that things has to be changed. I can say that. I hope all of you will be coming, and one fine day, I feel that you should come to Mitra Jyoti and visit us, and we can definitely meet face to face. I would like to invite all of you to our organization. At last, I can only say that this type of webinars which you people are arranging will definitely help, because our purpose is to create different awareness amongst the public. Then only we can change the importance of blindness or importance of persons with disability in this society, and bring them in the inclusive way. So my all wishes to you. If you have any questions, you are most welcome to ask me, and you can interact with me. Thank you so much.
Madhuji, for the benefit of the students, I thought I will put it across some of the questions to you so that you can add those points as well. Is Braille a language independent?
Pardon?
Braille, is it a language independent?
No, Braille is a script which was developed in French, but according to the different need, different countries have developed in their own languages.
Okay. And if a visually impaired student has to study without Braille, if the person is not having knowledge on Braille, is it feasible for them to learn or not?
Yeah, it is feasible, because earlier when I was studying, Braille was only the via media to study, but now there are so many other things. We do prepare books in audio format, e-text, EPUB, different materials we are preparing. And when the screen reading software has come, it has become more easy. We can be able to study without Braille also. But the importance of Brailles, we cannot leave it. Braille is the things, suppose if I want to, for like others, I want to keep pen and paper in my bag. So wherever it is necessary, I could be able to write myself. And sometimes, personally, I need something secretly to keep something. So I can keep it, write it in Braille and keep it for myself. So I personally feel importance of Braille, we cannot leave it, but there are some other medias also to study, because sometimes, the blindness come in the later stage at the age of 14, 15, 16. So that time it was difficult sometimes to learn Braille and study.
Okay. And I heard of that you were talking about 12 dots and 6 dots and all. What about 8 dot Braille? I mean, are you aware about it? Will it be coming in India? How's that actually? What is 8 dot Braille?
Actually, that is a UEB. UEB, now they have developed this 8 dot Braille, but so far it has not come in India. In some countries, they started using it because of computer, there are different symbols are there. So it is difficult, now also some letters we cannot write in 6 dots. We are using 2 cells. You must have seen Braille. That is 6 dots, and in 6 dots, 2 lines are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But some letters we cannot write in 6 dots. We will use 2 cells to write one letter. So
Okay, and
it will take little time to come to, we are going to this way, but it may take little more time to come to India.
have you learned mathematics and all using Braille?
No, actually, I personally myself didn't learn. When I was studying, I was orally remembering all the things, and I was dictating to the scriber. Ki, okay, this line is, somebody will be showing me in my hand. Ki, okay, you can, this is should be in a top. This sign is there, a question mark, or this symbol, that symbol. So I was telling the scriber to write like this. But that time, Braille material was not available. Now they are creating some material now, but still we have to go to the long way. But now they have found Nimit code. It will be, they are using the lower symbols of the Braille. So, but I have not learned.
Okay. And so Braille now, you are talking about digital media and all. Is it Braille is also converted to, I heard some Braille refreshable devices. So is it so? I mean, through that we can learn Braille or read and write in Braille?
Yes, nowadays very nice, refreshable Braille devices come. On that, you don't need to use the paper. Like you are seeing through computer. So this Braille refreshable device, this Braille dots will come. From your fingers, you can read dots.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your journey. I think all of us are so inspired and we are going to go back as better human beings, not only just knowing about Braille. I think your humility, your compassion, it's really inspired us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thanks to give me this opportunity to talk to all of you.
It's a pleasure, ma'am. Now, if the audience has any questions, please put it down in the chat box. Ma'am will be answering them.
One more thing I just would like to say, that I told about doctors, please don't feel bad about it. I'm just explaining what I was feeling that time about it. But I'm not saying anything wrong about it. Please don't take it in a wrong way.
No, ma'am. I think it's a learning experience for all of us, and we have to know how to, be humble and look at the patient as a whole. So I think it's very important that you mentioned that.
So recently, sometimes back, I was having one surgery in the hospital. And sometimes what happened, some nurse will be coming and she is coming to give me the injection. But they are not explaining to me what they are doing it. So that time I was feeling what exactly it is going on. So I personally feel, if any doctor or nurses or whatever it is, if you are going to a visually impaired because they cannot see, please explain to them what exactly you are going to do with them. Whether you are taking the temperature or you are putting the injection or what exactly it is, you are taking a BP. So please try, have little patience and tell them, so it is easy for the person to take it further.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. We'll keep that in mind. And I think many people are very inspired. In fact, in the chat, people are telling us how powerful your speech is and how you've showed us the importance of speech while talking to a patient. So
I think she can add, there is a question there about numbers. Can numbers be written in Braille? That's what they were asking.
Yes,
Madhuji?
numbers can be written in Braille. The same way as you are writing letters, there is a way, there is a special sign for the numbers. And because Braille has little limitations, only in 6 dots we can make 63 combinations. So whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, that will be used for the numbers usually, but now they have made it as a Nemeth code of the lower dots.
Okay. So Madhuji, somebody is asking, is there a smart Braille watch?
Yes, there is Braille watch. As I don't know, I could be able to show. I'm using the watch. I can open the watch.
You have to
And
remove and show up.
this is the
How you
watch.
use it?
I can open the lid, and here dots are there. I can read the time. It is now 4:35.
Okay.
ma'am, there's one more question. Is Braille tough to learn or sign language? Which one is tough to learn?
I feel that nothing is tough. As when we are going to the school, we are learning ABCD or whatever it is. The same way, there is if I will, as a visually impaired, I will go to the school, my need is to learn Braille. As a hearing impaired, when he goes to the school, his need is to learn sign language. So nothing is tough or easy, but there is a need to learn all these things.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for answering our questions. Now we'll move on. We have Miss Saroja, a beneficiary from Mitra Jyoti. She will be reading an entire script of Braille for us, and she'll be showing us some Braille incorporated equipment as well.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, Saroja.
Myself, Saroja. I completed MSW. Now I applied PhD. Right now, I'm working with Rajoti Braille Press. I started Braille learning 8th standard. Before I'm studied normal school, my eye problem started 10. I am 10 years old girl. That time my eye problem start. My parents not aware blind schools is there, one Braille is there, they don't know, so they will send normal school only. After that, I am 8th standard, one teacher told blind schools is there, one Braille is there, she's learn means she will, her life will be good. After that, my parents joined blind school. I start learning Braille. First day I saw Braille book, I'm scared. This dots how to read. It is possible for what? This is dots how to read. I get doubt and I scared also. After some days, I start learning. It's take I took learning Braille 7 or 8 months. My 8th standard exam, I write myself Braille. So I'm very happy that day. For the first time I learned Braille and I wrote my exam myself. After that, my education going very well. I got very good marks 10th in reading Braille books. I got very good marks, and college also PUC. My 12th and 11th class, I was facing some problems. That time I'm not getting Braille books. I know only Braille. I'm not getting Braille books. So uh, first I'm facing problem. After that I decided why I'm not getting, I'm depending books. I write myself to notes. I write myself notes. I got very good marks 12th and degree also. Again after degree I get doubt. I'm taking higher education means I'm not getting books. How to start I'm thinking, and my brother told I will help you, you do. After that I choose MSW. I successfully completed. and I took second rank in my college. Now I'm applied PhD. This is my Braille journey. Braille is not useful me. Braille is one part of my life. I will never. I like to read books. Books is my best friends. This much only. Thank you giving the opportunity to talk. I will read and show one page how to read Braille.
Saroja, can you ask Ram to adjust the camera so that they can see how you are reading? Nobody is there?
It's there, ma'am.
Okay. Ram, adjust the camera, Ram. No, down. No, up also, Ram. She has to also be visible. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, fine, Saroja.
This is Industry Mitra. This is one magazine, quarterly magazine, printed by Mitra Jyoti. This magazine having information to industries and IT sectors. Just I will read and show contents. First is industry, first IT sector introduction is there. Again, history. Next is government policies and schemes. Next is career opportunities. Next line is skill and development to accessible software. Next line is government benefits from person with disability. And next line is successful thank you.
Okay. That's okay. So, Saroja, you read Braille in one hand?
I am using hand, not my one finger only.
Only one finger?
Yes, ma'am. This finger only I'm using.
Okay. Because can you tell everybody uses one finger or how they use it?
No, ma'am. Some people using two hands like this type,
Okay.
but my fingers
Okay, the
not
way you are
supporting
using
actually. This finger only supporting. So
okay.
I just want to
add.
add
Yes,
is
Madhuji.
that you can read it with one hand or two hand. That is no matter. Two hand means little bit faster it will come, but only index finger has a power to read this dots. Other finger cannot be able to read. I think so.
Oh, is it? But
Ah.
you read with both all the fingers now, Madhuji?
No, index finger.
Only index finger.
Saroja also could be able to do the same, I think so.
Okay. Oh, this even I was not aware.
Other fingers just go along with that, but mainly we will read with the index finger.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Saroja. We are so inspired. I think I speak for everybody when I say that. We are very inspired by you, by your confidence, and we are so happy that you wanted to be self-independent. And I think we have so much to learn from you, so much to learn. I'm so grateful to you for coming and doing this for us. Thank you, Saroja.
just I'll show Braille equipments.
Yes, Saroja.
Yes.
This is the slate. We can use writing.
Okay.
We can use right to left writing. After opening, we can read left to right.
Can you show the stylus?
Yes.
Okay, so for everyone, what she's showing us, it's a slate, what they use, like our normal slate, how we all use. This is a Braille slate, where they all used to read and write actually. So when they are writing,
like after that we open page and we read this side.
okay.
And
So when Saroja, 1 minute. when they write left to right, but when they read, they have to turn it up because they are just puncturing on the paper actually with the stylus. It is like a needle. They have to poke on it, then the impression will come on it. So they have to turn it and then read it actually. So that's what she's showing it. Yes, Saroja.
This is the tylophone. We are using maths, doing problems. First, we have to learn how to do maths. First, we put numbers like we are putting this like means this is 1, this is 2, three. This is stylophone. We are using maths.
So they all learn mathematics, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, everything using the Taylor frame actually. That's what Saroja is showing. And the points are called types. They call it types actually. They have to keep it in a different angle. Above the types, there are some cut type it is there actually. They know how to keep it. They touch and feel it. If it is the cut side, the diagonal is coming towards right, there is 1 and slightly turning 45 degrees like that, and 2 like that, there is a adjustment is there. So they do like that and they learn maths like that, the numbers actually. That's what she's stating. Yes, Saroja.
This is Braille calendar, table calendar. We printed Mitrajyoti Braille press. Here dots, months, here and dates is there.
So we all used to have table calendars on our tables. So Mitrajyoti, we thought, why don't visually impaired people also have it? So we brought this initiative. We made an inclusive calendar where the calendar will have both ink print and Braille as well actually. So that can be kept on anyone's table. So the visually impaired people can also use that. That's what our intention is. So we did this as well actually. That's what she's so. See, we are showing different items here for you people to know. There are a lot of possibilities also. Whenever you come across any need, whatever you are using in a day-to-day life, if you feel that can be made for others also, person with disabilities also, you can reach out to people like us, then we can make it available for them also. So with that intention, we are just bringing it to your notice. Yes, Saroja.
This is color tactile. We can print and show pictures, wallpapers, anything. We don't know how like Indian flag how is there. We don't know, no. So we printed this like in print and other Braille. We write Braille and we feel and see this. This is this. This is this.
Yeah, when Madhuji was talking to you all, she didn't mention about tactile. Tactiles are nothing but images in an embossed format. See how the script, Braille script we were telling, 6 dots are there. Similarly, tactiles, the images are coming in an embossed format. It can be printed, so visually impaired people can touch and feel the shape of it. They can identify, as Saroja said, how a flag will look like. So it is in embossed formats. They can touch that and feel, oh, the flag will look like this, like that, and all they feel it. And you may have a question, why it is in color? How it is going to make sense for visually impaired people? See, there are color tactiles also we printed. It is for the, see, in visual impairment itself, there are different set of people are there. People, those who have low vision, people, those who are fully blind, like the different people are there. So for the low vision people, this color tactiles will help because they can see to some extent. So it will help them to identify the difference. That is why we printed color as well.
And also one more thing, nowadays visually impaired people are not only studying in the blind school, they are going to the regular school, inclusive education. So it is good for the teacher also to teach visually impaired.
Yeah.
One more thing, ma'am.
Yes, Saroja.
This is visiting card.
Mm-hmm.
We are embossing ABCD, and this is one more visiting card. We are embossing name, phone number, and email.
as we said, the calendars, even the visiting cards nowadays have it actually. Even many of the corporates, big corporates, they made it mandatory for at least for the senior positions, they should have Braille in their visiting cards. They have mandated. So even we print for corporates as well, different corporates like Wipro, many of them, they come to us and get the Braille printed in their visiting cards. We do that as well actually. So it's kind of inclusive concept for them as well. Yes, Saroja.
This is the chessboard. Actually, visually, some people will thinking visually impaired, we can't identify this coins, black and white, they can't play, they will think. But we have new this chessboard. We identify very good. White, we having one dot up, and black, we have some two dots like, and this also having one dot. We identify very well.
Okay.
Thanks, Saroja. So there are different board games and everything is made accessible for them as well, actually. That's what Saroja is trying to say here. So they play cards, they play chessboard, they play other board games, even they play cricket. There is an Indian cricket team as well, blind cricket team is also there. I'm not sure. Many of you may be knowing. So that's what it is. Everything is made accessible, and still there are some gaps in some areas which organizations like Mr. Jyoti and people, young people like you are trying to cover it up and make it more accessible for them in the world. That's what we all are trying to do. Yes, Saroja.
This like so many Braille equipments is there. People using so many Braille equipments, and we having also so many equipments. Now visually impaired do everything. We are not say we can't do. We say we do everything. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you giving the opportunity to talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Saroja, for patiently showing us all the equipment you use to study. And I really hope, as medical students or as citizens of this country, we are able to contribute in any way and encourage research in these areas so that we can get more access to such equipments and more new equipments for people to use. So I think from our end, we'll definitely try to do that. And I think now I'll display some one or two collages of some other instruments as well.
Yeah, I want to add on this, Survi. See, there is a signature guide. Many of you may not be aware as well. Now, government is also legally approved it. They can sign for even bank documents and everything as well, actually. See, visually impaired people use the signature guide. So wherever in the form they have to sign, this guide can be kept there and they sign inside. That's the way they do signature. So these are our Braille machine and there where we are printing. And down at the bottom, there is a photo where Madhu is teaching the girls maths, how to do it using Taylor frame. That's what she's doing it.
Thank you so much, Saroja. Thank you, Satya ma'am. Thank you, Madhu ma'am, for showing us and telling us about these instruments. And I think I'd really like to tell you some comments about what people have felt. I think some of them are saying they're very grateful that they've joined this session. They're very inspired by you. And they've realized that as medical professionals or even as citizens, we are supposed to, what we are supposed to do, how humble we are supposed to be. And they have great respect for you, ma'am. And they're
And also they should tell us how we can improve all these things so we can do something better for the visually impaired people.
I want to bring one more area in medical also now. I mean, we are working with certain pharma companies as well. They are now trying to bring in all the medicine boxes in Braille as well, actually, what medicine it is. So like that, so they are working on it. And even we have done a study last year here also for a research we supported also. And they brought the medicine boxes printed in Braille. And we had a couple of 20-25 people visually impaired reading it and giving feedback for them and all. And currently we are working with another Australian company, and for their products, we are doing review of it as well, actually. So soon all the medicines will have Braille stickers on it. That's what we are hoping so.
Yes, ma'am, we hope so. And I hope some of us can really help to bring that in action.
That will be great.
Yes. Monisha, over to you. I think we'll start with our sensitization event.
Yeah. So we have Satya ma'am, who has made a nice video. It has a sensitization course, has 2 videos, and all of them should be heard with your eyes closed. You can blindfold it or just close your eyes, and it would be great if some of you can, switch on your videos and stay with your eyes closed. And I think Abhishek, right, can play the video.
Sure, I'll just play the video. Just a minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Just a minute.
All of you, please close your eyes and use this as an experience to learn and understand how they live.
Okay.
Start.
Abhishek, music is not coming.
Is there audio right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it is coming.
Okay, sure. I'll just play that again.
So you can request all to close the eyes.
Everyone, keep your eyes closed. So this was the first video. We have another video.
Hello, I am Janani and I'm super excited to take you through the journey of Mitra Jyoti, a journey filled with challenges and accomplishments. Mitra Jyoti was started in 1990 by Ms. Madhu Singhal and a group of like-minded people with an idea to assist the visually impaired, and to enable them to lead independent and dignified lives through education, training, and counseling. Mitra Jyoti has multiple programs that cater to the needs of the differently abled. The programs have been divided into different categories for better functioning. The Education Resource Center is one of the key programs of Mitra Jyoti. In 1992, Mitra Jyoti initiated the Talking Book Library. It has become an effective tool that has helped more than 50,000 visually impaired students to complete their education. Today, it has grown to a fully talking and digitally accessible library with books in multiple languages available in different accessible formats like e-text, EPUB, DAISY, and Braille. The Braille Transcription Center was started in 1999, and today the center, equipped with a Braille printing press, provides free Braille textbooks to many schools across Pan-India. Technology has made learning easy. Tactile pictures, diagrams, and textbooks printed at the center facilitate the students to grasp difficult concepts in subjects like science and mathematics. The center also releases multiple audio and Braille publications.
Okay, so that was the second video. Over to you, Manisha.
So how was the experience, guys? I would like at least one or two of you to unmute and state how you felt and your experience for these 2 minutes 40 seconds. Raise your hands and we'll unmute you. Mohan. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. It's a really, really great session to be in. Haven't seen a session for this while. I'm actually a medical student from Gulbarga. So we were actually taken to one of the blind schools and ashram kind of set up in Gulbarga, thanks to courtesy to our community medicine department. And it was a really kind of touching environment to be in there. But the thing is, most importantly, when we concluded that meeting over there, like physically when we went there and we concluded that meeting, the head of that ashram had come to us. He told us that, see, we are not looking into building something that is different. You people giving us the stature of being special, being different is not something we want. The real respect that we really want and deserve to get in this society is treated as equals. We just need some kind of helping out of it. I have seen so many people. This is really intriguing to me because my home is in Bangalore. I stay in Bangalore. Just right near to my home, there are some industries which have been filled with these special people, these blind people. It was really great to see them every day walking out of their home on roads, on streets, like 7:30. I still remember my school days. It was really great. It was really great. This is one of the most emotional aspects of being a medical student, is getting towards exposure of these sorts. And I really am IMA, MSN, everybody. This is a really great process. Like I don't have words right now. I'm really emotional. This is great. This is really great. I just love it. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody who has been a part of this and took us to this place. Jyoti ma'am, Surabhi, and everybody else. Nadia ma'am, it's really great. It's really great to have you people right here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What did you think about the sensitization? What did you think about the sensitization activity? What did
sensitization is a great way. Like we take so many things for granted, but the point is the eyesight is something that is never to be taken as granted. never to be taken as granted and never to be taken as challenged. What I have seen here, that it's not a challenge. You have the will, you can get through anything that you have been put through. It's a really a great place to be in. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Mohan.
We have learned so much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mohan.
Thank you so much.
I think
Thank you so much, man.
yeah, Monisha, your voice is too low. They didn't get what exactly you are putting across.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, better now.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah. What did you think of the sensitization course?
Videos.
What did you think of when the videos were playing? That was my main question.
My main thing was for people, especially for people who have been in contact with this kind of setup, like to know about, just simply know about the various different aspects that blind people are getting, the devices, everything that they are getting towards, leading a better life, leading a more normal life into this society, especially this kind of society. It's really great. And especially the videos, it was really like, you open your eyes, it's kind of different thing what's going on, but when we close our eyes and we have been taken into that world, it is a really great thing. I wish it would have been a bit longer, the videos, maybe some other things, but the whole session, if you put that video into this whole session, it's just right at home. It's really perfect. It's really perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mohan.
Thank you.
We'll have another person, just one more person explain it. Nadia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a great evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, hi, this is Nadia. I'm a third year MBBS student from Tirupati. May I know the question, please?
So what I want to know is what you felt from when the videos were playing. When the two videos were playing, what went through in your mind and what did you think of the two videos?
The first thing, the very first minute, I felt very pleasant. Other than that, okay, we have taken our faculties very easy all this time. I couldn't keep my eyes closed even for more than 2 minutes, right? We all really we took our faculties granted. We're not doing enough in this world that we have so many opportunities to do, but we are like complaining about things. There are people who could overcome all these things and do many things, right, in this society. I really felt like I couldn't keep my eyes closed after 2 minutes. I don't know how people are doing this. Like they should feel it through their fingers. Like it is really difficult, and we should respect them, should care for them. And as we could see the colors and we could see everything in this world, we should help them in many ways. I guess yes, we all should think of it.
Yeah, true. Thank you, Nadia. So I will just put across what all of us have been thinking over the two videos. So the first video was pretty much like an anticipation because there was just music and we didn't understand anything about what was going on without any video because we had our eyes closed. And whereas in the second video with a clear audio as well as music, we could understand what was going on and what they were trying to put across. And we would have definitely concentrated on the audio more than the music in the second one because we wanted more information, right? And with our eyes closed, the audio was the only other thing we could get through, get the information through, right? So what I want to tell is this is how visually impaired people live, and in their life audio plays a very crucial role, and they understand people and what they want to communicate through audio. So what we as future doctors should learn from this is that whenever and wherever we come across patients who are visually impaired, we need to keep this in mind and be sensitive to their needs. And this will definitely include being extremely cautious in the way we talk and in the clarity in our speech, which definitely matters a lot. And like Madhu ma'am mentioned, we should use this as a learning experience and explain everything that we're planning for the patient clearly, including the examination, be it whatever injection you're giving the person, or any sort of examination that you're about to do on the person. Everything needs to be made clear to them before even laying a hand on them. So this has to be our main take home message from today. Uh, with that, I would like to ask Satya ma'am to explain to us about how we can participate and contribute and volunteer to your organization, because I'm sure a lot of us here are extremely interested and eager to do that after seeing your inspirational stories and the amount of hard work you put in for all of this, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks, Monisha, for playing the video and bringing up the point to all. And as I mentioned to you and Surbi over phone, now I would like to add one more point there. See how we said for the visually impaired, audio matters a lot. Similarly, for a speech and hearing impaired, the visual matters a lot. So we have to keep that as well in mind, because the video what I shared, now, the second video, if you see, it had both audio and the description at the bottom actually, because the speech and hearing impairment person otherwise left this one. So whenever any materials or anything as a doctors or as a future this one enabled people, whenever you're doing something, it's good if you can keep all sort of people in mind and come up with any aids or any materials. If you do that, that will be great as well. So just this is an add-on to the previous activity. And coming back to the volunteering activities at Mitra Jyoti, we do have a lot of regular activities where you all can step in and support as well. Since today we were talking more about the Braille, we do have a Braille printing press with us, where we produce and print huge amount of books for all the schools in Karnataka. I mean, all the blind schools in Karnataka. We print the books and send it across at free of cost to all of them. So your team, you can be part of it as well. Because of the pandemic situation, now you may be worried to step in here, but once the situations are stabilized, you all are most welcome here. You can just step in and get to know more about us and be part of us and do the service whichever way you can. So we do have an audio library, we do have a digital accessible book production library, and Braille printing press. In all these three areas, your team can support us. And apart from that, we do some residential training programs, computer and independent life skill training program. So you people can come as a group and we can do some interactive sessions with the students we have as well, because you can get to know about them, they can get to know about you. So it gives confidence at both the sides as well. And both of us can learn from each other. So even that we encourage a lot. And some small spoken English classes, those sort of things also, you can be a volunteer, register with us and come and contribute to us on that actually. Some personality development classes, all those sorts. And if some of you are interested in some arts and crafts work, even that can be taught to the visually impaired people. Recently, even we conducted a painting event also. We all think how a visually impaired person can paint, but even with another organization support, we arranged one such event as well. And their paintings are there in our website. I can share the link with you people. You can share in a group. You can see it as
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
actually.
Yes, ma'am.
So even that is, as Saroja mentioned, right? We can do anything. I mean, but they need some assistance from us. Once we guide, once they learn, they can be on their own. That's what it is. So in this also, your team can support. And apart from that, some general market research and even content creation, all those areas also they can support. This is to Mitra Jyoti. But apart from that, as a general, for the visually impaired, you people can register in any NGO as a scribe. So you can support them for the examinations, especially now if we get challenges in regional languages actually. See, if you see in Bangalore, many of us are from other states actually. So when the examinations are happening, we have a lot of challenges for the Kannada subjects. Many of them study in Kannada as well. So because what I request, there are wider audience here. I request you people is you can register in your state, which region and language you know. If you can register and if you can support them for their exams, it will be of great support as well actually. Because that is a lack. What we are always we get challenges in this area actually. So that is one another area, and you can be a personal tutor also. You can register with NGOs like Mitra Jyoti. We can assign you, because see, time to time we get requests. Last week, one lady called me. She's a mother of a 10-year-old visually impaired girl, and now online classes are going for her also, it seems. But her mother is working in Nimhan. She's a nurse. She has shifts, so she is unable to manage it. So she's asking me, can you help me with some volunteer who can support my kid with online classes? So like that, time to time we get requests. So if you people create some database or a list of volunteers, which area you are interested in, if you can share with us and all, we can connect you with such people as well. That will help us actually. So these are the different areas which I can think of for the volunteering. And in addition, you can do small sponsorship also. Being a student, you may not have much pocket money or big money with you, but still you can celebrate your birthdays or some special occasions in NGOs and spend some time with the kids and share your experience, learn from them. That will help. Otherwise, give them a Braille book for a person. So those sort of things also will create some difference actually. So this is what just I thought I'd share here.
I think we can create a WhatsApp group with like volunteers who are interested in participating and contributing to any of the above mentioned. Do anyone else have any doubts regarding any of the things?
I just want a minute to give one,
Yes, ma'am.
information.
Yes,
Actually, Government of India has now allowed the, low vision people to go for the MBBS. So maybe in future, maybe one or two may come to study with all of you. And there are some doctors have happened in the past also. They are totally blind and they have worked as a doctor with the help of others. So just for your information, I just want to put also low vision people can be able to enter.
That is such great news. That's such amazing news. We'll definitely support all of them in any way and every way possible if we come across any of them like that, ma'am. Definitely.
Thank you.
Anyone else has any doubts?
Ma'am, shall I display the, or shall I send it on the groups, the volunteer opportunity? Or shall I display it now?
No, you can send across in the group as well, not an issue, actually. Okay.
Okay. If nobody has any doubts, we have sent a form that you need to fill in the chat box, and please enter your correct contact name because that is the name that is going to be used in the certificates. And as we near the end of our session, I would like to thank a few people. Madhu ma'am first, of course, for so patiently explaining everything to us. And your story is definitely a huge inspiration for everyone here. And thank you so much, ma'am. Next up, Madhu ma'am. She was just the best. She so patiently explained everything to us, and we were in contact with her almost every other day. We had a call, and Surbi was so much in contact with ma'am, and she was so patient. She explained everything to us, and she helped coordinate so much together. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And Satya ma'am was just so good at coordinating, and Surbi was almost always there every day at like around 4 o'clock and 4:30. We used to get on a call with her, and she explained, and she told us so much about everything that was happening in Mitra Jyoti, and it was so nice to even listen to everything that was happening there. And Saroja ma'am for reading out the Braille script. It was so good. We didn't know that so much could happen with just a few dots. And your story just inspired us and made me realize that education does not have to be limited by barriers. And finally, my entire team, without whose support and guidance throughout the event, it would not have been possible. Some of them from our team include Nitin, Yogesh, Pranav, Neha, Ishan, Sana, Abhishek. All of these people helped in putting up this webinar together today. And of course, Surbi, who coordinated amongst all of us so perfectly the entire time. And finally, I would like to thank Mithun, our strongest pillar from IMA MSN, for giving us the opportunity to conduct the webinar. And Mithun would like to say a few words. Over to you, Mithun.
Thank you, Monisha. Ma'am, we are really very much inspired by the journey, ma'am. This talk was not just a talk, ma'am. It just did not connect the dots. It connected the intellectual arts of each one of us, ma'am. We are very much grateful to you, ma'am. And from the heart, from the bottom of my heart, we are very much thankful to you, ma'am. Anytime, ma'am, We are always free to help you people, ma'am. Anytime, in not only just in financial or any social services, we, IMA MSN Karnataka, as well as our team, is always ready to help you people, ma'am. With my folded hands, I really thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation and coming to us and making this session a very worthwhile one. I thank each one of you, ma'am. And my special thanks is always to Monisha and Surbi for coming up with this event. And my more mention is to Nitin and Abhishek for making all the technical things to get over. To all of you, Surbi, Monisha, Ishan, Nitin, and Abhishek, I personally thank each one of you for making this session, putting up together and making this event a grand one. And to the ma'am, Mitra Foundation ma'am, as Saroja ma'am, and Madhu ma'am, we are very much grateful, ma'am. One thing I can tell you is, ma'am, we are ready to help you at any time, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, Monisha, you can continue.
Yeah, so I just want to say one last thing to all the participants here. What happened today is just 1 hour, but I'm sure it can have a huge impact on our life and our work with respect to visually impaired people, and just treat and understand them as our equals. And I'm sure after this webinar, it will be a lot more easier thing to handle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone here who came out here and spent your 1 hour with all of us and participated in every way you can possible.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your journey.
Thank you. All the best to all of you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Alert.
Bye-bye.
Sonovate has left the meeting.
Bye, ma'am.
Alert. Sonica P has left the meeting. Alert. View button to activate. Press space. Alert. Leave. Alt plus Q button to activate space. Alert. And Tara BS has left the meeting. End meeting. Alert. And Alt F4. Zoom meeting. Meeting tools. Alert. Ananya has left the meeting. Alert. Nilesh Chopra has left the meeting. End meeting.
Yeah, Nitin. Nitin?
Yes.
Yeah, Nitin, I just sent you a message. Just look into it.
Okay.
Yeah, just exit. Let only the Surbi, Monisha, you and Abhishek be there.
Okay, just we'll wait for some more time, like the form.
Yeah.
Just wait for 5 more minutes. After that, we'll.
I think, Abhishek, you can stop recording.
Yeah,
now.
Abhishek.
Yeah, sure. I was just looking into that.